Hey guys, it's Erica. Welcome back to Real Estate Talk. Today I'm here with Danny, co-founder of Hudson Burnham Real Estate. How are you doing today?
Doing great, Erica. Thanks for having me on here in my own podcast room.
Yeah, of course.
Great.
Glad you could make it today.
On your show, though.
Yeah, on my show.
So I'm just happy to see that happening, and I haven't seen the first episode yet, but I heard it was awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah, you should check it out.
Yeah.
So what is Hudson Burnham? Do you want to kind of get into that?
Sure. Hudson Burnham is a full service real estate brokerage. We started in Chicago, so we're based out of Chicago, but we take all of Illinois, and we have an office in Florida as well, and we're looking to open our second office in Miami. So really, Illinois and Florida, full service real estate brokerage. We have about 65 agents here in Chicago and about 15 in Florida. So we're new. We consider ourselves more of like a technology startup meets a real estate brokerage, which is kind of fun. That's kind of my fault that we are this way. But it's really exciting. We have an amazing culture, and it really reminds me of like growing up and seeing some of those bigger real estate brokerages that are so famous today. When they started, I kind of get the same vibes with us, and I'm excited to see where we go. But so far, we're about 3 years old.
Amazing. So with that being said, what are you currently working on at Hudson Burnham?
Yeah, so I'd say the first year it was about kind of proving the business model. The second year, after we kind of figured the business model out a bit, we built the systems in the second year. You know, we got this office. We started to put the people in place to help us run the business and really focus on the structure and the systems. And now this year is more about growth and about technology. So we are hiring a lot, we're growing, and at the same time we're working on tech so that next year when we have all these people, we can offer them a superior level of agent tools and resources, which we try to do now, but I just think, we're kind of scattered, and I'm working on bringing it all under one app for us that'll probably be launching end of the year, beginning of next year.
And I think that'll be very beneficial for like new agents, especially that are just getting into real estate, to see that the brokerage has all of the tools that the agents will need to be successful.
Definitely. And right now we kind of have them, but they're just all over the place in my mind. Like, you got to go to one app to get this, then the training's on the launch pad, and then we got Slack for communication. And I'm just going to bring it all under one roof, and that way when there are updates, when there's new stuff, everyone gets it. Like when the new training comes out, everyone has access to it. When a new tool comes, immediately everyone has it and doesn't have to like go through training again, to learn it all. So I think it's going to help us continually add benefits to the agents like every week, hopefully.
So I know you mentioned that you see Hudson Burnham kind of as like a tech startup. So kind of going along the lines of new technology, how would you say AI is being used in real estate now?
Yeah, so I had to kind of create a separate entity called House Hound, which is an AI and real estate platform that I will be integrating into the Hudson Burnham stuff, but it is its own company, and it has its own kind of life, which is cool. AI and real estate, I think a lot of people right now, they look at AI and real estate and they say, oh, you can use ChatGPT to write my listing for me or write this email for me. And that's all cool. Like, I'm glad that people are using it for that, but there's so much more coming that we can use it for. And that's really what I'm exploring. I'm trying to figure out the best ways to use AI and merge it with real estate to make real estate a more simple and frictionless process. Right now, it's just so complicated for no reason. And I think we can really simplify the transaction process, the search process. All that is going to be a lot easier to do. And that's why actually I created House Hound, which is househound AI. You can actually check it out now. It's househound.ai. It's kind of like the newest AI technology in real estate, actually.
Do you want to kind of get into more detail about what House Hound is and what exactly House Hound does?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So Househound is like I said, an AI real estate platform, but it serves both real estate agents and clients, which is cool. And it's kind of acts as an intermediary in the sense that it will help someone searching for a property find and scour the web and really learn their preferences in a way that's never been possible before, and use those preferences to find them their correct home or property or whatever they're looking for. So it's an advanced search tool that you can talk to, and it will get to know you, and it will help you find the best property if you're looking for a home. Now, if you're a real estate agent, it serves as a tool for you to help your leads find those properties. You basically, as an agent, can get your own chat bot that will talk to all your leads. It will reach out to your leads. It will remind your leads. It'll help your leads to find the best home. So it does a lot of the work for the real estate agents. As a real estate brokerage owner, I have seen, all the things that a real estate agent needs to do, and we're just kind of chipping away at all those things. Like first, we made sure it was a great search tool, and then, it's a great lead follow-up tool, and now it schedules showings, and so it does 80% of the work for real estate agents. So now all they have to focus on is what they're good at, which is, making relationships, building their network, and marketing themselves.
And I think that's really amazing because I feel like when agents have so many clients at one time, it gets difficult to kind of focus on all the other work that they need to, and you're just
Yeah.
simplifying that whole process.
Totally. I mean, so much of an agent's day, as you know, is
Yeah.
spent researching properties, right? Talking to all the leads. 80% of your leads might be not interested. Like now you don't have to talk to them until they're basically, I'm ready. I like this place that I was sent, and I want to go see it now. And so that's going to save so much time and energy. It's really amazing.
So how would you say House Hound compares to Zillow or apartments.com?
Well, Househound uses those and other places in its search. So if you're looking on Zillow, you only get what's on Zillow, and if you're looking on apartments.com, if you look on Househound, you get what's on Zillow, you get what's on apartments.com, you get what's on the MLS. It takes properties from all those places, but more than that, I mean, Househound actually can refine the search, get to know the person a lot better, and then send them properties. So as someone looking for a home, it's just a lot more comprehensive of a tool. Not only does it have more options, but it caters to you a lot better.
So with that being said, what would you say is the goal of House Hound, and where do you see it going?
I think, in any technology company, you're constantly figuring out what's next and what's possible, and just constantly improving and fixing things that break, and adding new features. Sometimes people might not like this feature, scale it back, take that off, focus on what they do like. But I think long term, it's hard to say exactly. But I know that where we want to be is where real estate meets AI. And right now, we're right at the forefront of that. And whatever that's going to mean in a year, we're going to be there too. And I think, a lot of people don't think about AI in real estate. Obviously, that's my lane. So just to kind of cover where I think it's going, I think pretty soon people will just talk to Househound about what they're looking for. It'll help them find places, and real estate agents will just really need to get good at what they're best at. And what's really important about real estate agents is just that they're helping people with a huge deal, and it's the biggest decision someone makes sometimes in their life, sometimes that year. Whatever you want to call it, it's a huge decision, and they need someone that's been there before to walk them through it and to make them feel confident and to help them make the right calls. That's what a real estate agent is. It's someone to guide them through these big decisions. They shouldn't have to be doing all the extra stuff like searching for the properties, and I'm just going to continue to make that process easier and easier and easier, so that eventually I hope Househound will actually have the transactions on its platform as well. So you'll just be able to do everything right from Househound. Oh, you like this? Click, select, like, put it in escrow, all that. I mean, I think it's pretty amazing what we can do. And I just want to make real estate interactive. I think that's another part, is like making it fun.
Yeah.
Real estate is kind of like this like dry, stuck up thing, right?
I think a lot of people just don't understand how much work brokers and agents actually do. And most of that work, like not all of those clients are going to follow through with the deals. So it's like you'll spend so much time looking for apartments, talking to clients, sending them properties, like showing them tours, but then they don't sign with you or
Right.
something happens and it falls through. And I feel like AI will help streamline that whole process
Totally.
so then agents can focus on more important things.
Yeah, and it'll also just give you, as a real estate agent, it'll just give you the people that are the most serious. Like, if people are flaky, that's fine, but they're never even going to make it to the part where they're on a showing with you.
Well, then you don't have to worry about it as much either because you'll have 10 other people who are going to be interested and who will want to follow through with that.
Yeah, and the AI actually gives you like sentiment analysis. It'll tell you how urgent it is. Like, so you're gonna actually on Househound as a broker, it's gonna have all your leads and it's gonna list them by like, okay, this is very urgent. This guy's ready to go with, let's say, a high budget, and it's the language that he's using. It's gonna read all that and it's gonna say this guy is ready to go. It's gonna learn. And one of the amazing things about merging Hudson Burnham with Househound is I have all the data, right? So I'm going to have this AI speaking with tons and tons of clients, and it's just going to continually learn. So it's going to become so good at learning the clients, helping them find what they need. It's just going to become like this, like almost like its own real estate agent in the sense of like what it does, and it's going to hopefully be the best one there is. So I'm really excited.
I mean, I think it's going to be really big just because I like personally haven't seen anything AI related in real estate whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like you'll see it in so many other websites, like, oh, like it'll help you write papers or it'll do your homework for you or it'll solve your like,
Right.
problems for you. But like, I think this is going to be really big. Like I haven't seen anything like this.
Yeah.
So-
real estate's kind of slow, isn't it? It's like an older person industry, I feel
Yeah.
like. And it's kind of like this taxi cab industry that hasn't gotten Uber yet.
And I think it makes sense for like you as a co-owner of Hudson Burnham to start this company because like the environment here is like very young,
Yeah.
so it just kind of makes like it just makes sense.
They'll like adopt the technology.
Yeah.
Like that's so true.
Because
like
like obviously agents who are older are going to be like, oh, like I don't want to use this new technology to like help me with my work, but like I think we're very eager to like learn and like try, and so that's why we're like going to be
Yeah.
your little lab rats.
I would never consider them lab rats. But it'll be good for everybody because the
Yeah.
more we use it, the better it's going to get for us.
Well, it's also like, oh, people are going to see like, oh, all these new young agents are doing so well because they have this new technology that's helping them. So that'll just eventually
Yeah.
lead other people to become interested in this and want to use this
Yeah.
technology as well.
Yeah. No, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
I'm excited, and obviously working at Hudson Burnham will give everyone access to like the premium version, whatever that is with the most features. It's right now we don't have that all figured out, but at some point like it'll be accessible to the people at Hudson Burnham through the Hudson Burnham app first, like the newest versions of it and everything like that. So if you're looking to get into real estate, just make sure you sign with Hudson Burnham if you want the best tools.
So kind of like on a last note, like where do you see AI in real estate, and is there anything else you're excited about?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think like digital transactions are about to become a lot more simple in the next few years. I think there is so much red tape in real estate right now and so many little things that, can be streamlined. And I'm excited because not only, like I said earlier, will real estate hopefully with the help of House Hound and other things, become more interactive and fun and like more exciting. Less of the BS, I'll say. I don't know if we swear on this podcast. Less of the BS, like paperwork and stuff, and more of the fun part. And as it becomes more fun and interesting to people, I think they'll get into real estate more. And people will, have more properties because it'll be easier to get them and it'll be easier maybe to even manage them. And so I think it's going to, like, new technology will actually allow people to participate in real estate more at a younger age even. So doing that will hopefully, in the long run, I'm hopefully making people richer because as a lot of people know, 90% of millionaires in the U.S., it's all from real estate, right? So I want people to get into real estate, but right now it's just like such a, it's like this, like I said, there's red tape or, it's stuffy industry. People kind of try to act like it's more complicated than it is. We're going to make it fun, easy, fast. And I bet you when we do that, way more people are going to participate in real estate, and it's going to make our generation more wealthy than the last if it goes that way.
Well, I think like real estate is already, like, it attracts a lot of young people to become agents, but once they get into it, they don't realize how many details go into being an agent, and then they kind of just drop like flies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you'll see a lot of people like even I feel like at Hudson, like you've probably seen it. A lot of people will like become brokers. They'll work for like a few months and then they'll just gradually stop.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And obviously you're going to have those people who are dedicated, who'll be there like all the time, but compared to how many people you have like total, the ratio is kind of off, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think like that's totally normal. If you look at 75% of people that actually get their real estate license never do a deal in their whole life.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you streamline that process, I think it'll be a lot more motivating and easier for people to stay
Totally.
consistent with their work and become actually more interested in real estate than they might have originally been.
Yeah, I think it'll totally like lower that barrier of entry to becoming a real estate agent on our side, and then for clients to just getting and acquiring real estate will lower the barrier, and there'll be more people that are able to help, and there are going to be more people that are able to buy. And I think that's the goal, is to just make this so much easier for people and stop making it like such a big deal to get into real estate and stop making it such a headache, because I think that's what really slows a lot of people down, is just this like, information error gap, like the paperwork, people don't understand the process. It's hard. So we're just going to keep peeling back the layers and making it easier and easier, more and more fun, to be honest. And I think if we do that, yeah, we'll see a way more
increase.
Yeah, we'll see more activity, but then like I said earlier, it'll lead to more people being wealthy, because there's going to be more people that own real estate, which, as I said, like 90% of millionaires come from real estate. So if we have 200% more people owning real estate, that's potentially a lot more millionaires,
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'm really excited about, is just hopefully bringing, more wealth to more people, and just show people that real estate is an awesome way to not only make money on the agent side, but to gain wealth, as an individual, and just make it a lot easier, a lot more accessible. And that's what gets me
I know.
going.
I'm really excited for House Hound AI and to be able to use it, and I think it's going to be really big.
Yeah, me too. So we're trying to launch it October 5th. It is working right now. We're using it in the office, but I want to improve kind of the back end, the tools.
Just refine it a little more.
Yeah, and just like get a little more user data, and then we'll launch it within Hudson Burnham in the next couple weeks, and then we'll launch it in Chicago in October, and then it's going to be very quick to go the Chicago to national isn't a big deal. We already figured that part out. So I think like maybe just another month or even less after that, we can go national, which is cool.
Very exciting. So that's the latest real estate news that we have.
Yeah.
But
House Hound coming soon.
yeah.
Cool.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.